Mercedes met its goal of having the W13 start up at Brackley before the holidays, just before manufacturing workers left for vacation. The crew teased the cars firing up in a brief video released by Mercedes but made no mention of future alteration to its appearance. Mercedes coming off a dismal Formula season in which it failed to win the World Championship for the first time since the turbo hybrid era began in 2014. The 2013 team suffered from severe porpoising, and it took most of the year to figure out what was wrong. Toward the season's conclusion, the team was considerably more on top of things, and a final push of improvement from the US Grand Prix helped them clinch a 1-2 result in Brazil. The W13 distinguished itself from its competitors because of its zero-pod idea. Still, the fundamental flaws was that it was designed to create maximum downforce as near the ground as possible. Because of the influence of bumps and porosity with the new ground effect models, that decision proved untenable in the actual world. As a result, Mercedes had to adapt. During season evaluation film, Mercedes technical director Mike Elliott proved a peek into the W14 vehicle and the enhancement made for the 2023 season. The squad battles several issues over the 2022 season and wants to make considerable changes in 2023. Elliott described how the team used last year to learn and grow. He said, "The team's response, the way they've remained together, attempt to work things out, and the progress we achieved are the areas I'm most happy with. Of course, the start of the season has been challenging, but we know how strong we are when the going gets tough. Take it from Niki Lauda. You'll learn more from failure than from victory." The lack of C-pods was one of the most noticeable alterations on the W13. The side pods aerodynamic were drastically reduced and the cooling air intakes were made vertical. We've been talking about how amazing it was to discover the performance of these new cars through the floor since October 2021 at the plant. The team principal Toto Wolff continued. The big challenge was to see how low we could run the W13. Regrettably, we moved in the wrong road. Elliott addressed the primary porpoising issues at the start of the year. 2022 is the first season we began with an unexpected problem. The new automobile's design worked nicely with their reduced ground clearances, and we witnessed an enormous increase in the gallery by reducing the W13 further and farther. In retrospect, I believe we pushed too far in that direction. The Spanish Grand Prix was the season's first race that appeared to be more helpful for the squad, but it turned out to be a false positive. Elliott went on to say, "We sacrificed significant performance in the first part of the season to substantially reduce porpoising. I believe what we saw in Barcelona was a car we could finally drive the way we wanted regarding ground clearance." As the season progressed, the squad was able to correct the porpoising flaws and put itself in a more competitive position. Elliott described the team's situation at Austin Grand Prix. "We arrived at Austin with a vehicle that didn't outperform Red Bull, but placed us in a decent position where we could say our development had moved us in the correct direction and given us some confidence in what we're doing for the future." Wolff indicated at the end of the 2022 season that the 2023 car would have different DNA than the W13. He stated, "The DNA of the 2023 car will differ from that of the current car since we will adjust the architecture," says the company. However, this does not necessarily indicate that our chases will appear much different from that of the W13. The Mercedes W14 is expected to have the same zero-side pod design during the winter break. The crew took the W14 to the virtual test track to see how well the upgrades work. According to Formula1.uno, the team will enter 2023 knowing how to produce it porpoising, how to haul it, and most importantly, how to mimic it using the extremely advanced instrument already in the factory. Remember to check our channel if you want more exclusive news on the Formula 1. Also, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Make sure to click the subscribe button on this page to get more videos on Formula 1. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.